So here's the sources of sugar. So here is where you want to get your sources of sugar. And a lot of people say, so you're telling me I can't consume any sugar or any carbohydrates whatsoever? No. In fact, when you look at the advanced nutrition plan, it's actually going to be about 50% fat, 25% protein, and 25% sources of sugar. But here's where you get your sources of sugar from. Here's the good. So all of you are on Facebook, you know what this means. This is good. So your good are vegetables. Here's how you prepare your vegetables. Either steamed, but the best thing is actually raw. So you also can consume low glycemic fruit. You guys know what low glycemic means? Is actually the lowest in sugar. So when you look at vegetables and you're looking at fruit, like berries and Granny Smith apples, they tend to have the highest amounts of fiber, which you don't digest, and they also have the lowest amounts of sugar. Now, a lot of times people will become a food Nazi, and they say, Dr. May said you can't do this, so you're going to be kicked out of everything. If you know, like, no. When you're looking at foods, a lot of food is like really good, then no way, don't ever consume that. So you're going to see that a lot of food is within this kind of scale. So this is the really good right here. Now this is what we call, is this whole or sprouted grains, okay? They're Now, definitely not refined grains, but whole grains are like. Now, sweet potatoes, they're all right. High glycemic fruit, bananas, melons, and grapes, things that are really, really higher in sugar, those are okay, but a lot of it depends on a couple of things. It depends on how bad your nutrition is beforehand. So can people actually consume this? Yes. But typically what this is actually reserved for is for people who have actually ate well their whole life. And number two, this is also what high-level athletes need to actually start to consume to make sure that they are, in fact, getting carbohydrates. So for me, I train a lot, 6 days a week, some days twice a day. And for me to be on the advanced nutrition plan, I whittled down to nothing. So I actually have to do things like sweet potatoes and higher glycemic fruit just to make sure that I don't consistently always are losing weight, more and more and more. But you guys aren't going to be at that level actually yet. All right. Now here's the ugly. This is the really ugly. And so don't ever ask me, can I have this? So this is table sugar, which is sucrose, refined wheat flour, high fructose corn syrup, fruit juice. So basically what they take with fruit juice is they take all of the fiber out, and all it is what? Nothing but the sugar. So when you look at nature, if God wanted to have you have abundant sugar, he would have actually not created fruit, he just would have created fruit juice. So if you look at anything that occurs in nature that contains sugar, usually there's some kind of protective barrier on it, like a rind or something. So really the only two places that there's sugar that occurs naturally in nature are fruit and then honey. Now guess what honey is guarded by? Bees. And fruit usually you got to work a little bit in order to get to the actual fruit. So really if God wanted you to have sugar, he was either going to make you actually work for it, or he was going to make you endure a little bit of pain and suffer a lot of bee stings. So obviously we have to start looking at sugar as more of a delicacy than actually as a staple. So we also have white potatoes. Now you're going to look at a lot of salad dressings and condiments, ketchup, mustard, a lot of the salad dressings you're going to use, and they're high in bad fats, and they're also high, usually, in high fructose corn syrup or in table sugar or sucrose. But basically anything, because the food industry does an awesome job at making all of these words so big that you don't know what they are, so you just eat them anyway. But basically anything that has sugar will end in OSE. Now I do want you to write this down, -OSE. That's how you know if something has sugar in it.